Towards the beginning of this year, I knew that I wanted to take game development more seriously. After years of just opening new projects and abandoning them after a couple of weeks, I knew that something needed to change. After watching several different videos on game development and going down that rabbit hole where there are just hundreds, if not thousands, of just videos on game development, I had stumbled across Thomas Brush's YouTube channel, who is a well-known YouTuber in the game dev space, and I decided to take this advice from him.
You really need a thick skin. You really need to not care so much about what people think about you and what they think about your game. You really need that thick skin ultimately to be able to release the great projects. You're not going to get to releasing awesome, epic commercial releases that make you $1 million. You're not going to get there by just making those games, because ultimately you can't. You don't know how to do it. You need to start small and you need to release crap games. So if you have a 5-minute game on your computer, a crappy game, and it's not even done, the credits don't even roll, the game just breaks, release it on itch.io right now with your name and call it a day. And you're going to get terrible reviews, but that's okay, because now you can say, oh, I just released my first game. I'm a game developer.
I then booted up Unity once again, and this time with the help of a tutorial, I created a Flappy Bird clone. There really are like just endless amounts of these Flappy Bird tutorials. You could just scroll for hours. I easily finished that tutorial and had a working version of my own Flappy Bird game. Knowing that I couldn't just release this carbon copy of Flappy Bird as my first ever finished product or first ever small game, I went to work and I came up with some ideas, and I quickly thought, what if Flappy Bird was actually a game about a paper airplane flying through the air, and instead of dodging those poles, they were actually telephone poles and you had to dodge birds in the air. After a little bit more brainstorming, I quickly went to work and I created a paper airplane sprite followed by some telephone poles. I made a pretty crappy background that I ended up blurring anyway to try to negate how bad it looked. I eventually made some bird sprites. I made 2 different colored birds. I was trying to think of some other ways I could change the game and add just more of my own spin to it so it wasn't exactly a copy. I added a boost effect that will spawn and the player can hit it, and it will try to give the effect that the player is moving a lot faster than the poles and the birds spawning in, and the score will actually increase much faster while the boost is active. The player is also invincible during the time that the boost is active. After that, I changed the Flappy Bird text to something that I thought fit better the aesthetic of the game. I made a title screen and I tried to add some music and sound effects, and this is what the final product looked like. Feeling alright about the progress I had made in about a week or 2 since I had started that Flappy Bird clone, I decided to launch the game on itch.io for my first ever project. And in the time since I've uploaded the game, it has garnered a few different stats. As you can see, 15 views, 2 followers, which I'm assuming are bots because there's only 1 download, and that download is actually me. So, I don't think those were real people that followed my itch.io profile. Nobody else downloaded the game, but that's okay because I finally managed to make a finished product, and that was really the goal I had set out. I wanted to follow that advice from Thomas Brush, and it just made me feel a lot more confident in my ability to actually work through something. And I know I didn't do anything crazy like remake Minecraft from scratch in a week, or I see a lot of these videos where people make games in like less than 48 hours or less than 24 hours. I didn't do anything like that, but just knowing that I could see a project through to the end, it just made me more confident. I'm more confident than ever to continue to pursue game development, and I mean, with this confidence, I've recently started a new project that I'm looking forward to sharing on this channel eventually. I gotta do a little bit more work when it comes to that video. I wanted to get this video out first, and then I'm gonna start working on that video, and be on the lookout for that soon. But if you enjoyed the video and you want to see where this channel goes and what I create next, like I said, I got a project that I'm working on and I'm excited to share that. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and thanks for giving me your time.